Becky, a very good evening to you and thank you for your time. Let's begin with what it is that you found on these 2 days that you've been there.
Good evening to you and the viewers. So far, based on our engagement, we have discovered that indeed service delivery has been compromised due to these municipalities investing in VBS. Out of 6 CFO and 3 municipal managers have resigned. That have created the gap in management. As such, service delivery is compromised. So we're continuing engaging with more municipalities. Out of 12, so far we've engaged with almost 6. Tomorrow and Wednesday we'll continue with our engagement with the rest of the affected municipalities.
You say that the aftermath of the VBS investments and the bank going bust have impacted on service delivery. Give us an example of how it's affected day-to-day living for the ordinary people of Limpopo.
You will understand that the money that was invested in VBS was money meant for service delivery from National Treasury in a form of equitable share. Some of those monies were meant to build roads, construction, boreholes within the area. These municipalities, in the main, they rely on national government for funding because they're not able to generate income in terms of the revenue. So the money that was invested could have been used to build a road, could have been used to build boreholes. As such, out of 2.6 billion that was invested in VBS, 1.2 of that money went down the drain.
A year since the VBS Bank heist report came out, compiled, of course, by Advocate Thierry Mutau, there's a lot of disappointment that no one has been put on trial or been taken through any sort of legal process for their role in the money that was taken from the municipalities, of course, and the bank indeed going bust, leaving those hundreds of people in Limpopo without their hard-earned cash, I beg your pardon. Do you share that disappointment?
Yes, it is precisely the reason why we're here. First and foremost, for us to ascertain the extent of the impact that has created, and also to get an understanding how much was invested, how much was recouped, and how much was lost. In that, we'll then be able to determine the extent of the impact. But we must say that these local municipalities had over 2 years to deal with this issue. So far, we're also disappointed that no one to date has been brought to book in terms of opening of criminal cases and also civil claim to recover the money that was taken through VBS. Yes,
what will your visit?
Disappointed.
Oh, forgive me for interrupting you there. What will your visit change then for those people?
Remember, we only started with the 6th administration in May. We have received the Auditor General's outcome. We have studied the report. Ours now, it's not only to deal with the symptoms, but we want to get to the root cause of what led to these municipalities investing monies into VBS. So we'll engage with the affected stakeholders, the officials, politicians, including the community at large. Out of that engagement, we'll then compile a report that will give us a sense of exactly what transpired so that we prevent such activities from taking place in the future. We could have used a desktop approach and rely on the reports provided by the AG, but we opted to go down and listen to the people on the ground and get a sense of exactly what led, because there are legislation in place that prohibit local municipalities from investing in mutual banks, but over and above that, they disregarded such
All right, I think we've lost our Skype line to Becky Hadebe, the member of the Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs Portfolio Committee in Parliament. He's part of a team that is visiting some of those municipalities that lost money when VBS Mutual Bank went bust. We'll continue to bring you coverage of the team's visit to that part of the country and what they uncover on that tour.